What makes a luxury watch truly worth the money in 2026? Is it the brand name, the movement, the design, or how well the watch holds its value over time? The truth is, spending more money doesn't automatically mean you're getting a better watch. Some luxury watches are incredible daily wearers, others are designed for collectors, and some simply have a level of history and recognition that few watches can match. So today, we're ranking 7 of the best luxury watches for men in 2026, based on design, craftsmanship, heritage, versatility, and overall appeal. And number 1 is a watch that has become one of the most recognizable luxury watches in the world. Let's start with number 7. At number 7, we have the Tudor Black Bay 58. If you want your first serious Swiss luxury watch without immediately spending Rolex money, this is one of the watches you should look at. The Black Bay 58 combines Tudor's vintage-inspired dive watch design with modern mechanical watchmaking. What makes it particularly appealing is its size. The classic 39mm case gives it a much more wearable feel than many modern dive watches. And in 2026, Tudor continues to expand the Black Bay 58 collection, including new versions introduced this year. You get strong brand heritage, excellent finishing, a mechanical movement, and a design that works with everything from jeans to a suit. It's not the most prestigious watch on this list, but for someone buying their first luxury sports watch, the Black Bay 58 is extremely difficult to ignore. Best for first-time luxury buyers who want a premium Swiss sports watch without going straight to Rolex. At number 6 is the Grand Seiko Snowflake, and this is the watch on this list that serious watch enthusiasts may appreciate more than the average buyer. Grand Seiko is known for extremely detailed dials, sharp case finishing, and Japanese craftsmanship. The Snowflake is particularly famous for its textured dial inspired by the appearance of freshly fallen snow. But the real attraction isn't just the dial, it's the finishing. The polished and brushed surfaces create a level of detail that becomes much more obvious when you see the watch in person. And unlike a Rolex, Grand Seiko doesn't have the same instantly recognizable status among the general public. That's actually part of its appeal. You can spend serious money on a watch without wearing something that everyone immediately recognizes. Best for enthusiasts who value craftsmanship and understated luxury. At number 5, we have the Cartier Santos. This watch is completely different from the sports watches we've seen so far. The Santos is one of the watches I'd recommend if you want luxury that looks elegant rather than aggressive. Its square case, exposed screws, and distinctive bracelet give it a design that is instantly recognizable. Cartier also has something many watch brands don't have: a massive history in jewelry, fashion, and luxury design, and that's why the Santos works so well as an everyday luxury watch. You can wear it with casual clothes, business clothes, or even a formal outfit. Current 2026 luxury watch guides continue to position the Santos as one of the standout choices for a dressier luxury watch. If you don't want another round stainless steel sports watch, the Santos is one of the most interesting alternatives. Best for men who want recognizable luxury with a more elegant design. Number 4 is the Omega Seamaster Diver 300M. If the Tudor is a great entry into luxury sports watches, the Omega takes things to another level. The Seamaster Diver 300M has decades of dive watch heritage and is one of Omega's most recognizable models. It's designed as a real sports watch, but it's refined enough to wear every day. You get strong water resistance, a highly capable mechanical movement, and a design that has become one of Omega's signatures. Another advantage is versatility. You don't need to be a professional diver to appreciate it. It works just as well as an everyday luxury watch. And Omega remains one of the strongest alternatives to Rolex for buyers who want serious Swiss watchmaking without simply buying the most recognizable name. Best for everyday luxury, sports watch fans, and buyers who prefer Omega over Rolex. At number 3, we have the Rolex Datejust. If you want one luxury watch that can work almost anywhere, this is one of the strongest choices. The Datejust has been part of Rolex's lineup for decades, and its design has remained remarkably recognizable. You have the classic round case, the date window, and depending on the configuration, the iconic Cyclops magnification lens. But the real strength of the Datejust is versatility. You can wear it to work, you can wear it to dinner, you can wear it casually. And unlike a dedicated dive watch, the Datejust doesn't immediately look like a tool watch. It's more of a classic luxury watch. That's why it continues to be one of the safest choices for someone who wants a single premium watch that can cover almost every occasion. Best for men looking for one luxury watch for almost everything. At number 2, we have the Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch. This isn't simply a luxury watch with a famous name. It has one of the most important stories in modern watchmaking. The Speedmaster became famous for its connection to NASA's space missions and the Apollo era. That history gives it something you can't simply manufacture with a marketing campaign. But history isn't the only reason it's here. The Speedmaster has a distinctive chronograph design, a highly recognizable dial, and a look that has remained remarkably consistent over the years. It's also one of those watches that can become more interesting the longer you own it. You start noticing the details of the dial, the chronograph layout, the movement, and the history behind the model. And that's why it remains one of the most respected luxury chronographs. Best for collectors, enthusiasts, and anyone who loves watch history. And now, number 1, the Rolex Submariner. There are plenty of watches that cost more than a Submariner. There are watches with more complicated movements, and there are watches that are much rarer. But when you combine design, history, recognition, durability, and long-term desirability, the Submariner is extremely difficult to beat. The Submariner helped define what a modern luxury dive watch looks like, and its design is so recognizable that you can identify it from across the room. It's also incredibly versatile for a dive watch. You can wear it casually, with business clothes, or as the centerpiece of a watch collection. Current 2026 watch rankings continue to place the Submariner among the strongest overall luxury watch choices, particularly for its combination of recognition, durability, and value retention. That's why it takes the number 1 spot on our list. Best for the buyer who wants an iconic luxury watch that can potentially become the centerpiece of a collection. So which one should you actually buy? If you're entering the luxury watch world for the first time, look at the Tudor Black Bay 58. If craftsmanship and understated design matter most, the Grand Seiko Snowflake is a fascinating choice. If you want elegant luxury, go with the Cartier Santos. If you want a serious everyday sports watch, the Omega Seamaster Diver 300M is an excellent option. If you want one luxury watch that works almost anywhere, the Rolex Datejust is hard to ignore. If you're a watch history fan, the Omega Speedmaster is the obvious choice. And if you want the most iconic all-around luxury sports watch on this list, the Rolex Submariner takes the number 1 spot.